Right, this is a VOID Cycling Wind Vest. I bought this in September 2016. I started using it in about October 2016. I rode it all the way through until December, end of December. So I've done about 5,000 or 6,000 kilometres on this. So here is a 6,000 kilometre review. First of all, VOID is a Swedish cycling boutique fashion brand, I guess. They make cycling clothes for men and women. Their designs are pretty sort of minimalist, kind of tech Bauhaus, I suppose you could call it. I actually bought this as a replacement for a Rafa wind vest, which fell apart. So I wanted to try a different brand. I got this in the sale on the VOID website and it cost me €85, so relatively cheap, still expensive really, but relatively cheap for high-end boutique cycling stuff. On the front it's a sort of camouflage design. On the side that goes around. The back section is a thinner mesh. Right on the back you've got a VOID logo down the bottom, and it wraps around. It's got a non-central zip here, which is just a style thing, I guess. It doesn't add any functionality. It doesn't really make it any more difficult to undo and do up. You know, the first few times you use it, you find yourself trying to grab the middle when you're going up a climb or whatever. Then you remember that it's on the side, so you sort of go over here. In terms of fit, well, you can see how it fits. Right, it's not as good fitting as the Rafa one that I had. I had the Rafa Pro lightweight gilet, okay? This is not as good in terms of fit. It's still very nice, but it's not as good. It's a bit sort of overly tight here, and then the middle section has got a bit too much material, I think. I'm not sure if that's because I've got such a fantastic physique, or that they just haven't really cut it in as narrow as it could go around the waist, and then let it out a little bit in the arms, especially when you're dealing with, you know, being in the drops on a bike. It's a bit tight around here, and a bit loose around the middle. But it's not excessive, but it could be a little bit better. The neck feels all right. Again, it doesn't feel as nice as the Rafa one, but it's still pretty good. Didn't cause me any issues there. There's no rubbing, there's nothing going wrong. And that's it really. It just sort of works. The back is okay. The bottom, it feels like an elastic band around the bottom rather than actually sort of fitting your body, so it sort of bunches up a little bit sometimes. Details and longevity and quality, nothing's gone wrong with this. It's been pretty hard, and I have been quite hard on it due to, you know, the time of year I'm riding. I'm wearing gloves rather than bare hands, so when you wear gloves you're always a bit more rough with your kit. You're not as tactile, so you know you're pulling on things a bit more roughly and pulling it around and stuff. Despite that, nothing's gone wrong with it. There's one little tiny seam at the bottom on the back that's slightly come undone. I don't think that's due to the quality. I think that's just it got caught on something. The only thing really is that the logo on the back, like all these printed on logos, when you stretch it out, it's starting to crack a little bit. So yeah, this is pretty good. I would recommend using VOID. When you speak to them on Facebook or on their website, they're very communicative. They talk to you. Actually, I had some ideas about an improvement to this. I like the idea of the black back. That's cool. It feels like a sort of bib, like you're wearing a sort of like a giant baby's bib made of camouflage. But I was a little bit concerned about visibility, right? Especially where I live in the middle of East Asia, where the drivers could be better. I had the idea of them sticking a sort of neon yellow strip across the back or across the shoulders, but doing it in a kind of stylish way, because they actually have a sweater, a jumper that I bought from them that has this feature on it. It's like a black and white thing with a neon strip on the back. So I sent them an email. Actually, I did a little Photoshop for them and said, look, you know, what do you reckon about sticking a bit of neon on the back? And they sent me a message back going, oh, that's a really nice idea, mate. Thank you very much. And we consider that. And, you know, so I thought that was nice of them, you know, to engage with their customers like this and take on board their ideas and so on. So that was really good. Speaking to them was nice. Delivery was fast. It was easy. There were no problems there. So yeah, I think VOID, I would recommend this stuff. I think it's good. It hasn't fallen apart like the Rafa version of theirs did. If they could improve the fit a little bit, you know, make it just cut it a bit better. It's a bit loose around here as well. Just make it look slightly more fitted to the alpha male. Then it would be absolutely perfect. But as it is, I really like it. I like it when I'm bombing along and I catch a sort of Operation Arctic Storm in windows when I'm going past. Reminds me of the 1990s drum and bass days, you know what I mean? So yeah, VOID Wind Vest, very good.